What TV show had the greatest car? Knight Rider. Arrested Development. You're gonna get some hop-ons. Magnum Pi Ferrari 308 GT. Rick is Shit Mobile and Trailer Park Boys. The Blueberry from Psych. Batman with Adam West. Supernatural. Top Gear's nigh on unkillable Toyota Hilux. The Mystery Machine. Mr. T's van in the A-Team. Miami Vice. The Munsters. Here's a pic of the Munster coach. The Mach 5 from Speed Racer. I could still hear the choo-choo-choo-choo sound effect when he presses the jump button. The General Lee didn't age well with the Confederate flag on the roof, but the actual show The Dukes of Hazzard is really fun and friendly to all types of folks. Surprised no one said Mr. Bean. That car's iconic. Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. The Homer from Simpsons. That bamboo car Gilligan drove around the island. Burn Notice. Love Michael Weston's car. Starsky and Hutch. Wacky Races had a dozen of them, but if I had to pick one it would be the gruesome twosome and the creepy coupe. The Vista Cruiser in That 70s Show. Automan 1983. Lamborghini Countach. The Coyote X from Hardcastle and McCormick. Look it up. Get Smart had a Karmann Ghia and a Sunbeam Tiger. Fab 1. Thunderbirds. Viper from the TV show Viper made me fall in love with the Dodge Viper when I was a kid. Did you guys never even watch Speed Racer? Text the 20 Mach 2520 E383 9E E383 83 E383 8FE58 FB7, Mifune 2C20 Speed 20 Racers 20 Father. Magnum PI. That Ferrari 308 GT SQV is etched into people's minds forever. Mad Max Black on Black. I'll vote the Coyote X from Hardcastle and McCormick. Top Gear. Argue amongst yourselves which one it is. If I was still 8 I would say Thunderhawk from MASK. I'm 43, so Thunderhawk from MASK. Knight Rider, followed closely by the General Lee. I realize that a lot of people have a problem with the name and the paint job, but y'all can fuck right off. That car never inspired any racism when the show aired, and I fondly remember ecstatically talking about the show and car with my black and white friends. I never felt oppressed because of the Dukes of Hazzard, and I'm not going to start now. Thank you. It's a close one between Knight Rider and Dukes of Hazzard. The Lamborghini Countach LP400 from Automan. Bet few recall that show. Life on Mars. The Beverly Hillbillies. Herbie. Miami Vice. Ferrari Testarossa. The Munsters Custom Coach. Nash Bridges. Rust's Pickup and True Detective. The Banana Splits. Burn Notice. Family Matters. Steve Urkel's car. The Mach 5. The Flintstones. Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard. Definitely the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard Classic. The Monkees. Only Fools and Horses. Del Boy Van. Miami Vice. Married with Children. I'm between the A-Team's van or KITT from Knight Rider. Initial D for the Corolla AE86. Definitely Futurama when Bender turns into a werecar. So many people don't know the difference between a movie and a TV show. Personally, I'm torn between 3 choices. The Dragula from the Munsters, the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard. Love the Dodge Charger, or Baby from Supernatural. 1967 Chevy Impala. Top Gear is the greatest show on television. Pimp My Ride. Top Gear. There's a lot of choices. Truck from Fall Guy. Kevin's car in Ben 10 Alien Force. That ride is badass. Knight Rider. Knight Rider. Mr. Bean. The original Magnum Pi. Hardcastle and McCormick. The Coyote. The Magic School Bus. Miami Vice. Knight Rider. Knight Rider is the correct answer. The Shit Mobile Trailer Park Boys. Only Fools and Horses. Supernatural. 1967 Chevy Impala. Smokey and the Bandit. 77 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Loved that car growing up. My grandmother ran through 2 of those bad boys. I think the actual car is in the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum in Nashville. At least it was several years ago. Mr. Bean. Dumb and Dumber. Knight Rider. Chuck has 2 of my favorite cars. Lotus Evora and 911 Carrera. It also has a DeLorean in one episode. Jimmy Suzuki's Team. Starsky and Hutch. The Pink Panther. Although it never appeared in the program, I wanted to see the adventures of the young boy and his supercar. Family Matters. Steve Urkel's BMW Isetta. Columbo's Peugeot 403 convertible. It is such an iconic car. My Mother the Car. Gilligan's Island Bamboo Coconut Car. Nash Bridges. Bessie from Doctor Who. Brum. Breaking Bad. Chrysler 300 SRT8. The Chariot from the original Lost in Space. The Jetsons. Pimp My Ride. Smiley Face. The original Batmobile. How come no one has mentioned Back to the Future yet? The A-Team van. Need for Speed. A little something for everyone. But my favorite shows up. Bugatti Veyron. Goku's Flying Nimbus is close enough. Wish they ATL East called that poor dude once or twice. The Supernatural 67 Impala is one of the baddest looking cars I've ever seen. It might only be the 327 small block, but that is one mean looking car. Speed Racer. Plus, he was my first crush. It's a tie between the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Archer. Morse. Mark I Jaguar. Automan. That car could make 90-degree right-angle turns. Knight Rider. Not one mention of the coffin car from the Munsters, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Mr. Bean, Kevin's car. After all, you have to treat a car like you treat a woman. How I Met My Mother, the car, the Beverly Hillbillies mobile, with the rocking chair built in. The Addams Family 1933 Packard V12, Initial D, ISIP 1993 Range Rover, the brown GMC K25 truck from The Fall Guy, Ace and Gary, the ambiguously gay duo, My Name is Earl, Major Nelson's 1967 GTO convertible, From My Dream of Jeannie, The Munsters. To know what you're all talking about when the answer is obviously Mr. Bean. Go three-wheeled loser car, Magic School Bus, Speed Racer, My Name is Earl. He has an El freaking Camino. That's like the Cadillac of cars. The Mandalorian, he has the best car. Embarrassed smiley face. Beverly Hillbillies. 1960s Batman. Gotham. The Wagon Queen family truckster from Vacation. A damn fine automobile. That Gran Torino of Starsky's deserved its own billing. It was like an extra star in the show. The Impala baby from Supernatural. Starkey and Hutch the Striped Tomato. The movie The Car. Indestructible Demon Car, Supernatural. Il Tempo Gigante from the Pinchcliffe Grand Prix, Supernatural. For me personally, it's gotta be Moonlighting. I say this simply because I bought a 635 Chi used years later almost exclusively because of its appearance in that show. Supernatural, Brum, Speed Racer for sure. I always wanted my own Mach 5. 1959 Peugeot convertible model 403, The Munsters. Sister Michael in Derry Girls. The Dharma van from Lost. Appeared in a filler episode, but ended up being foreshadowing for some real fucked up events later in the show, or should I say earlier, Billions? My Mother, the car, the Munsters car, definitely Kit from Knight Rider. The Adventures of Sam Max Freelance Police. I know nothing about cars, but I do know that DeSoto Adventurer is cool AF. Rocco's Modern Life. Car had to call Rocco after getting towed because Heifer spread ketchup to extend a no parking line and probably always played the B-52s. The Stair Truck from Arrested Development. The Magic School Bus. Adam West Batman. Supernatural. Initial D. Either Supernatural, that car literally saved the world, or the shit Mobile and Trailer Park Boys for the fact that it held on for 12 seasons. Smiley face. Smiley face. Dukes of Hazzard. Entourage. The Dukes of Hazzard. Viper. Batmobile hands down. But Jim Rockford's Firebird formula was cool. As James Garner said, Jim Rockford wanted a Trans Am, but he couldn't afford one. The Saint, Batmobile from the TV series, so I'm within guidelines. I'm gonna say Damon Salvatore's Blue Camaro, Batmobile from Batman animated series. Trailer Park Boys. The Pink Panther. Supernatural, Cool Face. Arrested Development. Spencer for Hire Mustang Fastback. The car from Hardcastle and McCormick was cool when I was younger. Then I found out that it was a kit car with a VW engine in it. Then I wanted to build one. Brum. Movie You Only Live Twice, Toyota S2000. Tarzan the Wonder Car. All these comments, and not one Transformer. Can any of these other cars even turn into giant fighting robots? 1967 Chevrolet Impala Supernatural. Wayne's World's Gremlin. Sponsored vehicle of Peoria Public Access Television. Top Gear. The Inbetweeners. Anyone remember the camper van from that one Peppa Pig episode that could literally do anything? SPV. The Hawaii 5-0 Chevy was something else beauty-wise. The black Ferrari Testarossa in Miami Vice. Of course it's silly that a detective could afford that. But pair that with the amazing soundtrack that show had. Speeding Through Miami and In the Air Tonight is playing while they solve murders. It's iconic. At first I wanted to suggest the pink Chevrolet Impala convertible from the Dutch series Flatter, but then I stumbled upon this abomination. From the same series. Lola is pretty cool, one might even say magical. Rocks. I always liked the Barracudas and the Challenger on the later seasons of Mannix. Burn Notice. Steve Urkel's Car for Real. Thundercats tank for animated. Into Wristwatch Kit, I Need You, Buddy. Batman. The Breaking Bad 1. Speed Racer. A Team Van. Lola, from Mouse. Inspector Gadget. Brock's Car Adrienne. Michael Scott's Sebring. Venture Brothers Brock's 69 Charger Adrienne. My Mother the Car. Smiley Face. The Magic School Bus. Brum lol. The 62 Vet in Lucifer was probably my favorite. Flying Cars in Westworld. Inspector Gadget. Magic School Bus. I seem to remember the Pink Panther having a pretty incredible car at the start. The A-Team. Then the Mystery Mobile. Then Speed Buggy. The 1966 Batman TV show. The A-Team. Then the Mystery Mobile. Then Speed Buggy. The Dukes of Hazzard, followed by Knight Rider and Batman 66. But as a fan of all three shows, I'm biased. Speed Racer, Rolling Eyes Face. Only Fools and Horses. Mr. Bean and his crappy little yellow car with a couch on top. Miami Vice. Starsky and Hutch had that cool ass Ford. Lady Penelope's pink Rolls Royce on Thunderbirds. Dukes of Hazzard. Supernatural. Lucifer's car deserves a shout out. Viper. The Prius from The Other Guys.